I'm Chanaye Jackson, and this is the Idea to Empire podcast, where we go and talk to you about ways in which you can get out of the frustrations and overwhelm of being a busy entrepreneur. So today we are going to talk about mentors. A mentor is a person who has experience and ideas for someone who needs them. They're able to work with them and talk with them about their experiences and help that person, you, figure out what makes sense for yourself, how you might apply their knowledge and know-how into your own work. Just so you know, a mentor and a coach are not the same thing. A coach is very, very, very invested. They probably get into your business. I have some coaching in my background. I'm not particularly a mentor for very many people. But what happens in a coaching relationship is it's very, very intimate. You probably speak to each other on a regular basis. In my practice, I work with clients basically weekly, if not bi-weekly, for a very serious amount of time. Whereas usually with a mentor, you're going to tend to be perhaps monthly or perhaps quarterly or sometimes even biannually. It's a lot more of a relaxed relationship. Of course, mentors invest in you and invest their time and invest their energy into you, but it is a very different relationship overall. So I just want you to keep that in mind. A mentor can become a personal advocate. They might go and introduce you to important relationships that you need, or invite you to events, or create opportunities for you that you might not have been able to reach had you not had this relationship. As I said, the mentorship is something that you will probably have long-term, or at least ideally. And whereas like a coaching relationship, to go back to the comparison, is definitively finite. It's not going to be forever. I believe that we all need a mentor. Regardless of where we are, if we're amazing and super high, we need a mentor. And if we're brand spanking new, we need a mentor. I don't think that anyone should not have one. And realities are is that a mentor is so helpful in our development. Like, I can't really emphasize that enough. I think the key point is that a mentor is someone that you value their opinion really strongly. I mean, why else would you listen to them? And I hope that you establish that relationship that makes sense. So as you debate who that best person or best people might be to be your mentors, and I encourage you to think about, is there a range of people who could be mentors for you in your business? The reality is a mentor tends to be a trusted advisor in the business that you're running, and the goal is that they go and really help you skyrocket. So I'm going to push you and take a moment. Who might be 2 to 3 people that you would be willing to ask if they would want to have a coffee date or have a lunch so that you can talk to them about or talk with them about your business? What kind of experience do they have that you would like to take from them, take those learnings from them so that your business can excel? Myself personally, I have 3 business mentors. They suit a lot of different things and they're a part of different parts of my life. In fact, actually, my accountant is one of my mentors. He's been in business for a really long time and he has a lot of really good things to share with me. I value his opinion and he's someone that I speak to on a very regular basis. So it can be that you are overlapping people who are already a part of your business or support your business in some way, and they can also be a mentor. So you don't have to go and say somebody completely different. It's okay to use the same folks for different reasons. As you can probably tell, I am pro mentor. And so the goal is that you have 2 or 3 people that you can call upon for their feedback and for their ideas. So without further ado, I'm going to give you 5 discussion parts that you might use with a variety of different mentors that you have in your life for your business. The first question: what metrics are important for me to measure and to follow my business's success? As you can probably tell, I am a metrics person. You've been able to see these episodes that I talk about metrics a lot. It's being a data-driven business owner that is key to your success. But that's an aside. Why do you want to talk to your mentor about metrics? I mean, there's a lot of different key performance indicators or KPIs that you could be measuring for your business. And the reality is not all of them are important to push your business forward. So Hopefully your mentor at least has an understanding or a broader understanding of what your business does so that they can say, oh, this was helpful in terms of this particular measurement point versus something else. We want you to make sure that you're getting the best information that you possibly can, and getting overwhelmed by all the little intricacies is a part of the mentor's job to help you get over. And remember that it's not their job. They're often volunteering. They want you to be successful, and they're willing for you to reach out to them whenever necessary. Question 2, how can I redefine my customer avatar so that it is more niched and that I am addressing my customer journey correctly? We all know that customers are the backbone of our business. We don't have a business without it. And so your mentor will more than likely have some thoughts about ways in which you can meet your customer where they are, the ways that you can develop better relationships with your customers so that you can continue the next sale, to continue the next part of the relationship. Your mentor probably has at least a few ideas that you can explore and delve a little further into to decide what makes sense for your business, but also what feels good. Your mentor is not a dictator. They are a person that's working with you, a working relationship. This is, in some ways, it's a partnership. Y'all are working towards the same goals, or at least you're working towards a goal and your mentor is helping you achieve it. Question 3, and this is a biggie. What do I need to do to grow my business? That's the classic question, and it's probably going to lead to several other questions outside of that, but the idea being that this question is probably going to create more questions. And to be honest, that's kind of the goal. Ask questions so you can dive a little further by asking the next set of questions. Figuring out what you need to do to grow your business is a lot. I mean, you can work on marketing, you can work on sales, you can work on business development, you can work on HR, you can work on operations. Like, the sky is the limit, truly. And in each of those sections, there's many more questions. So asking your mentor for help, and maybe in those specific areas that you feel like you're not doing well in, and making that relationship with them even stronger so that you can get the information that you need. Question 4. In what direction should my business grow? At some point, at least hopefully, your business is going to need to grow. It might need new team members, it might have a better operating budget, it might just overall be expanding services. This means that you're probably going to want some input on where you should invest your monies to get the biggest bang for your buck. Use your mentor to ask any questions about that, and they probably will be able to draw on experiences that they've had in their own time. This is just a side note. It's really helpful if your mentor is a business mentor or a personal mentor, so you know more precisely which questions you're going to ask. But of course, both of them are really good and they work either way. Question 5, in what areas of my business do you notice that things are going well and not so well? Yes, just like I said earlier, your mentor is not necessarily going to know everything about your business, but they're a confiding ear that you've been bouncing things off of and probably talking about frustrations and challenges, and I hope things that are going really well in your business. So this is going to mean that they probably have some understanding, probably better than you think, about what's going on in your business and how you might be able to improve it, or to even give you a little bit of kudos about how well you are doing. I know that as a busy entrepreneur and business owner that it does get frustrating and you feel like you're always failing. And I can speak from the I sometimes feel like I'm always failing. But when you go and start talking to trusted advisors and trusted mentors, it's usually not that bad. So from me to you, you got this. And with that said, this is the Idea to Empire podcast, and I'm Chanaye Jackson. I will see you next week. Bye.